In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the exact services that you should be offering as a virtual assistant in 2026 if you are looking to get hired right now. Most people trying to start their virtual assistant business spend weeks on Google, TikTok, Instagram, trying to figure out what services should I be offering as a new virtual assistant. And then they freeze because there's literally 100 options on what you could be offering as a new virtual assistant. But here's the shortcut. I did the research for you and I looked at real job requests from business owners hiring virtual assistants right now so that you didn't have to. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what they're asking for so that you can ensure that your services are tailored to similar things. Hey, I'm Saba and welcome back to my channel. I help women turn their existing skills into a profitable virtual assistant business, even if they're starting from scratch anywhere in the world. And by the end of this video, you'll know the exact services that clients are paying for right now. So you can stop guessing and start positioning yourself as the virtual assistant they're looking for. And if you want to know which of these services that are going to be mentioned that matches your skill, take my free money making skills quiz linked in the description below. It'll take you 3 minutes. You'll get clear direction on what skill is your most profitable one and what services you can be offering based on that skill. How much is it really costing you to not have a virtual assistant in your business? 75% of business owners will suffer from burnout during the course of their business. Burnout prevents business owners from increasing their revenue, running a sustainable business, and staying productive on things that they actually enjoy doing. And most of the time, it happens because they're still doing things that they should have outsourced to someone else a long time ago. Because you were never meant to run your business alone. And at Her Support System, we specialize in connecting small business owners with high quality virtual assistants or online business managers for free. So skip the stress of endless searching through job boards to find a high quality virtual assistant and let us handle it for you in less than a week. Submit your request. We share it with our network. Our qualified members will contact you in the way that you prefer, and you'll be able to finally hire with confidence for free. The #1 service requested by small business owners was inbox and calendar management. One therapist turned brand builder said, "I need help managing my inbox and my calendar because things keep slipping through the cracks and I just can't do it anymore." A financial strategist said she needs someone to handle meeting prep, email follow-up, and tracking client action items. A real estate agent recently was looking for someone to send marketing emails to keep her clients in the loop and to keep new leads coming into the business. And so why does this matter to you? This is one of the easiest services that you can be offering today, using tools that you already know: Gmail, Google Calendar, Outlook. So you don't need a certification. You don't need to be an expert in email. You just need to be reliable. You need to be organized. You need to be interested in what you're doing. You need to be professional. You need to be responsive. The second most requested service is social media support and content repurposing. And this came up across totally different types of businesses. One client needed a virtual assistant to come into her business and schedule content that she already created using a free scheduling app, so that even when she's on the go, content is still going out to market her business online. Simple, repeatable, and beginner friendly. Another client was looking for someone to comment back on her post on social media and even engage with her community members because she has an online community. Again, simple, repeatable, and beginner friendly. A third wanted someone to repurpose her YouTube recipe videos into blog posts and then into Pinterest pins. The key thing for you to see here, clients aren't looking for someone to come in and do it all, like a social media marketing agency. They want someone to handle execution on one specific thing so that they can focus on the strategy, so that they can focus on showing up. That's where you come in. Some platforms that they mentioned are Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube. And if you're already using those personally or getting to know them on a business level, you're already halfway there. And the third most requested service is operations and project management support. And so my type A girlies, come to the front. The common theme is keeping deliverables on track. So what does this actually look like day to day? One busy entrepreneur, and I'm more than certain exhausted entrepreneur, said, "I'm doing everything, managing all the operations, managing all the client delivery, launches, creating new systems, revamping old systems. And she needs someone like yesterday to get in this load with her." And another business owner said that tasks just keep slipping through the cracks and I need a virtual assistant to help me manage them in a project management system. A fractional COO just recently was hiring for a virtual assistant to handle routing emails, managing the timelines between the clients, and scheduling check-ins for those that need a follow-up. Not because the COO couldn't do it, but her focus was needed somewhere else. And businesses are not meant to be ran alone. And some of the most in-demand tools that have been asked when it comes to project management is ClickUp, Asana, Monday, Airtable, Trello. And you don't really need to be an expert in all of them. You need to pick your favorite one. Geek out on it, get really comfortable with the basics, and learn from there. And that alone positions you for so many opportunities as a virtual assistant. The fourth most requested service is client communication management and onboarding support, responding to new inquiries, new client requests, managing how new clients onboard into a system or into a process or getting a new product, tracking deliverables. What did we promise this customer? What did we say we're going to do? And what makes this interesting is who was actually asking for a virtual assistant to manage client communication and onboarding support. A therapist turned business owner, a CFO, a cleaning business owner, a launch strategist, an events coordinator, all basically saying the same thing. I need someone to handle this client communication because I can do better than this. And I need to be focused on my zone of genius. This is a golden opportunity for virtual assistants, especially new virtual assistants, because this skill is transferable and you probably already have it as you are. If you've ever worked in customer service, hospitality, healthcare, any client-facing role, you already know how to do this. And the fifth most requested service is tech and system setup. And what was really telling is how many of them actually already had the tools in their business. So a project management system or a client management system or a content management system, but they just needed someone to help manage it, to keep it running. One business owner literally said, I have the subscriptions and the resources. I just need the right person who can just set them up and run with them. Another said they need a virtual assistant who can be their process owner, the person who maintains and documents the process that we work in and slowly automates it over time, therefore making the work easier. This is the highest serving category in the virtual assistant world, is tech and system support, because it literally opens up a new door for you to increase your rate as a service provider. And here's the thing that I want you to notice. Based on all of that data, none of them said you must have 5 years of experience. None of them said that you had to have a perfect resume. What they did say over and over was reliable, proactive, detail-oriented, good communicator, willing to learn, bringing something to the table. And that personality you probably already have. And so if this sounds like you, this industry has a seat with your name on it, and you would be an amazing virtual assistant. Now that you know what clients are hiring for right now, the next step is figuring out which of these 5 services or more is right for you. That's exactly what my free money-making skills quiz is for. It takes 3 minutes and it'll tell you exactly which services that you should lead with based on skills that you already have. The link is in the description. I want you to take it while it's fresh on your mind. The demand for virtual assistants is real, and I want you to know that. And I want you to know that of these services or even more, you already bring to the table. And if you're waiting for the perfect time to start, you'll be waiting forever. The data proves that you are needed right now. And you can start right now with the transferable skills that you already have. You just need to pick a lane and just start. And I'll help you do that on this channel. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.